Hello, everyone. Welcome to Liam's Lyceum. I'm your host, Liam, aka Hembar. I don't really like my camera angle today. I don't understand. I was like, it's zoomed out more, maybe. But anyways, it's my weekly update. Liam's Leapings number 105 for the 20th of October, 2024. Just some stuff in the beginning of this one. I'm doing a live stream this Wednesday, the day of Might. That'll be pretty late in the evening for me. I work that day. And so I have to be after work. Um, and then, but yeah, you can just come hang out, talk about some sword and sorcery and stuff. Hopefully, I'll have some guests. Excuse me. I should have my buddy Tim on there. If no one else, we'll see about the other guests, the people I invited. So, anyways, and then I actually finished 5 things this week. One of them's not really a book though, so I'll mention that one last. But I finished The Fisherman by John Langan as like a kind of a Halloween read. I think I actually will record this review early. It'll probably come out on Halloween. Um, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I was really close to finishing it last week. I don't really have much else to say besides the fact that I did enjoy the climax slash conclusion. So, anyways, I also finished The Ship of Ishtar by Merritt. I don't have a physical copy of either of these, so and that one was enjoyable. It actually turns 100 next month, and so I'm gonna do my review for that next month as well. And I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's very interesting. I didn't enjoy it as much as some other books that came out around that time, say like The King of Elfland's Daughter, or even A Voyage to Arcturus. But it definitely has some weird stuff going on, interesting stuff going on, and I did enjoy it. So I might have to read more by Merritt, though I don't know when. Uh, and then I also finished City by Clifford D. Simak. Not much else to say. Again, I was pretty close to finishing this one. Um, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed it a lot. My favorite bits are the notes before each story tale, but the whole thing's good. I didn't enjoy it as much as Naon by Lav Tidar, which is kind of similar, but I did enjoy it, and I definitely look forward to reading more by Simak. I have a few more books by him. I'm thinking Waystation is the one I might do next. I'm not sure though. And then I also finished The Night. I was very close to finishing this one last week as well. In fact, I finished it right after recording the video. But The Night by Gene Wolfe is buddy read for October with Britton, T, and my brother Shannon, and I'm looking forward to reading The Wizard. Just very, very enjoyable. It seemed a lot easier to grasp for me than, say, something like, the Solar Cycle books I've read by Wolfe, but or even more so than Fifth Head of Cerberus. So very enjoyable. I just had a good time with this one. It's just fun to read. Had a lot of stuff in there that I particularly like. Just a very good mythological, romantic fantasy story. So, anyways, enjoyable. I will probably have, again, since it's a buddy read, I'll probably have a review out for this one somewhat soonish. Yeah, before I get into the books I started, I'm in the middle of. I also finished Igadodin. I don't remember who wrote it. I can look this up actually though. It's an old poem, Welsh poem. Um, uh, I'm really tired and stressed right now, so I apologize. But I don't have a lot of energy. Aneirin, I guess. At least that is who it is supposedly by. So Gododin is in the Old North, right, in Ogleth, which would later be part of um, England and Scotland, I guess, more so actually than Ogleth, but this present day Scotland. This one is more so about the conquering of it by some Angles from Dara and Bernicia, and defeating the Britons there. So, excuse me. I was glad to read another ancient work. I like reading. I particularly like medieval things, and I like classics too. But medieval things in particular are a favorite of mine. I mean, I started Havelock the Dame, for example, not that long ago too. I'm not that far into it, but um, enjoying it. So I like the medieval stuff, particularly stuff related or closely related to English, though. So whether Middle English, Old English, or something Germanic. So it's been a minute since I've read um, something Celtic. I used to really be into the Celtic myths when I was younger, though. But I did actually read a little bit of the Thoin this week too, Thoin Bakuli, but I don't have my copy out right now. But I did read some of that, and I read a good chunk of it actually a few years ago. But definitely very different style of epic in a sense. It comes off as much more primitive or pastoral, I guess. So, anyways, very interesting. Um, I think those are all the books that I've finished. Ikido, then I just read online. Um, but anyways, other books I've read this week. Oh, I read two short stories actually. I read The Willow Landscape by Clark Ashton Smith, and I read The Barrow King by Christopher Rocchio. I'd read the latter before actually, but I'm hoping to have Christopher Rocchio on for the live stream on Wednesday, and so and that's his like one strictly sword and sorcery story. So I felt like it would be good to reread, just in case he comes on Wednesday for the stream. It's kind of late for him, so I don't know if he will, but hopefully he does. I also am. Let's see. I did read a tiny, tiny bit of Ship of Fools. That's not very long. I'd like to finish that one this week. Oh, I'm almost done with Babel 17 by Samuel R. Delaney. It reminds me of Embassy Town and a little bit of the Player of Games. It's about language, kind of in a sense. And most of the books I've read recently, sci-fi and fantasy books that are focused on language, have disappointed me. But Babel 17 is not so far, so that's good on Delaney. I've only read one other thing by Delaney. It was a novella in the Big Book of Cyberpunk. So, anyways, I'm also a little over halfway through The High Crusade by Paul Anderson. I'm not reading it physically. I have a physical copy. I could not find it for the life of me. I looked for a long time and I could not find it. So yeah, The High Crusade though by Paul Anderson. This is my fourth book I will have read by Anderson. Besides that, I think everything else I have physically. So I'm going to show you those. I picked up back up. I apologize, I yawned. Anyways, you didn't deserve to see that. You don't. Yeah, yeah. You don't deserve. Anyways, Weird Tales of Modernity by Jason McCartney. I reviewed his collection of short stories, Rake Fire and Other Stories, actually, just the other day. One of my least viewed videos in a while, but a really good collection. I really enjoyed it. I just finished it last week. This is a study, and I will admit, I got bogged down in chapter 2. I think chapter 1's fine, good hook, introduction. Chapter 2 was the method, kind of, for the study itself, the groundwork you need for it, but not very entertaining to read. Not something I've read a lot of either for studies of this sort. I guess I haven't read when I read English books, English academic texts. They tend to be language focused, not the literature side of things focused. And this is literature focused, I would say, and maybe postmodern, but it comes off as a little philosophical and wordy to me. But that being said, I'm still enjoying it. I just got through the Clark Ashton Smith chapters. I'm looking forward to reading the Robert E. Howard ones next, and then Lovecraft is after that. So I am enjoying it. I got about 60 pages left. I think it's pretty short. So I'd like to finish it this week, and I'd like to make a video on it. I don't know if I can make a good video on it just because I think I'm too dumb. Again, this is like the first thing I've read in this vein. So, anyways, I also got much further this week. I'm not even halfway through yet, sadly. But The Path of Lightning by Warren Walker. There's actually something in here that was so similar to something I wrote recently that I was like, wow, okay, that is surprising. I'm shocked that it turned out that similar in some sense. It was just a small bit, not that important, really. It's just funny of the odds. So hopefully you can read that, the thing I wrote soon. It's a novella that I'm writing with my buddy Tim, and I'd like to get. We're kind of working publisher, I guess. See what happens there. Anyways, so Pathlining, I am enjoying it. It is a little brutal at times, but I'm enjoying it. hopefully, I would like to finish that one this week too. I don't know if I will. I have about 80 pages left in the Blood of Ambrose, or Blood of Ambrose. There's no the, by James Ing. I don't know how to say his name. I've never known how to say his name. I might finish it. I probably won't finish it till Wednesday, so the day of mine, which is appropriate. This is Sword and Sorcery-esque with his character Morlock Ambrosius, who is the star of several short stories, as far as I'm aware. I've only read like one. What should I do, guys? I'm sorry. But, anyways, this is definitely much more Arthurian. It has Morlock as one of the main characters in a sense, but it definitely focuses more on the Arthur equivalents, Lathmar, rather than Morlock himself. So it's not bad. Came out in 2009. I definitely am not loving it as much as I would like to. I think the Sword and Sorcery mixed with Arthuriana bent could go better. It's not bad though. And then another book I have, E-Arc here, not E-Arc, Physical Arc. Obviously, I did get an E-Arc of it too, but Physical. I'm actually really close to finishing this one. I should finish this one maybe tomorrow. I'm busy. I have to teach a lesson at church. It's stressing me out. I have to help give a presentation for my work study stuff on Monday, which stresses me out. Then I have another meeting for that work study stuff on Tuesday. Not as relaxing weekend as I would like, and just most weekends, but whatever. But yeah, Ruin to Ruin by Gregory Amato. And very much, I don't know where my copy to Bird and Bear is again. I need to organize my shelves. If it wasn't obvious. They were organized when I lived in the apartment. I haven't organized them since I moved here a few months ago. So, anyways, definitely enjoy it. I'm not sure when this is coming out. I think it's coming out November. I'm not sure. Sorry, Greg. But this is the second book. So if you ever read the first one, Bird and Bear, then I can recommend it. It's kind of Sword and Sorcery-esque, but it's more epic fantasy, Vikings. It only follows one main character, but it's kind of humorous, funny, right, as he narrates these events. So, anyways, I do enjoy these books. Spirit of the Gods. I wonder what the Spirit of the Gods is. The main character's name is Ansgar. Anyways, that's it, I think. Let me double check, but yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll get another fantasy essay video out for you soon. Hopefully a video on Weird Tales of Modernity. Hopefully the Cyberpunk Part 3 as well. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you have a good one. Thanks everyone for all your support. I appreciate it. And helping me get 2,000 subscribers. And whatnot. And for anyone who bought my book, and anyone who's reviewed it, especially, I really appreciate that. So hopefully there's more to come. I'll catch you next time though.